But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself?
Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you. It's been a long time, but I am here with you now. I want to get into this Mercury retrograde from February 26th until March 20th. And so we're focusing on, that dreamy Pisces, how we can turn the ego into abundance and all things, okay? But we're going to start with just little by little of what needs to be shown through the cards, through the problem, and the solution. So here we go. Let me through the doors. Whoever comes across this message is supposed to, for good reason. Kind of thin in the center, I have the Page of Swords here. Now, because it is in reverse, we're never sure how pages are going to turn because sometimes we're mad, sometimes we're cynical, sometimes we're angry, but sometimes we're just rude. Okay. And I feel like if you have some sort of sarcastic energy that's lingering inside of you right now during this retrograde, or you have sarcastic people circling, this is going to make you feel clouded. This is going to make you feel less powerful. And you have to stand on this ground you kind of built, this land you've kind of grown into self-worth, self-understanding, but the person that you know. Okay. Spirits, tell me what needs to be shown. We're not going to draw in the proper order as we do before. We're just pulling the cards to see what needs to be shown. Show us more. First card we have is the eight. Yes, Eight of Pentacles here, working hard. I see that there's someone here that has a distant communication with someone they're getting money from, someone they would like to get some sort of funds. It's in a far distance on how this communication is won, but it's here over money and it gets done. And this is some sort of commitment that this person has to you, but it is getting kind of thin on their back. I say that because this retrograde, this next month, you simply asking them to do something you've always done, it is in the distance for them now. They're not going to be able to do that. This isn't for you to be upset. This is for you to brace yourself with this. The solution with this distant connection, as far as trying to still get your funds of what they're usually working on for you in the Aries spirit, you got to be a new originality to kind of get this money here, because they're not surrendering right now, but it's just foolish in nature to think that this distance you could think could be resourceful for so long. And right now, there's a flag that wants to be waved. And I think the resourcefulness has to come from you now and your creativity. Because if you're careless, you're not going to get the funds that you need in 3 to 4 weeks. Tell me more about this retrograde of any sign, symbol, download that needs to be shown. Aries, earth sign is here so far. And then I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's someone here that's suffering with some anger issues. You're going to be upset. You missed the email, or there's going to be something that technically goes wrong with your communication systems. If this goes on between yesterday up until the 20th, I feel like if you do something tactless or impulsive, you're going to pay the cost for your ride. Something that you get around with, it will not be found. It won't be resourceful for you during this time. And it's only because some sort of anger is going to come over you because of a glitch, because of something that's not working with you, or not working like with something that you're using, but it's not really nothing to do with you. It's just because you're using it. So you're going to be aggressive. Any tactless kind of arrogance is going to mess up something with your vehicle. Here's the King of Cups in this solution here. I feel like in this reverse energy, you got to be like out of some moody ways. If you can kind of control that energy during this retrograde season, you are going to be able to survive something that creates some sort of fire in some sort of angry way. And this, time is for you to reflect. It's for you to kind of gain some control of some arrogance or anger that lingers here. Now, you're going to be withdrawn, of course, because your comfortable state is for you to be angry. But if you want to keep your ride, your vehicle intact, you're going to have to be smart here and not impulsive at all during these days. Tell me more, please. There's someone here, the King of Cups. Not only are they in their feelings, but they are overbearing with devotion. You're seeing someone, you're dating someone, you're involved with somebody who is just no longer emotionally available. During this time, I don't know if they can ever swim back to you or this love can be refound. Simply because right now there's a reset that needs to be realigned so something doesn't fall off or you lose this connection in general with this person. I also feel like with this King of Cups, um, they may have asked you to do something. This individual that you're seeing in this water sign energy may have directly came out and said something needs to be done, and you completely ignored their authority, the clarity, or the power that they possessed for the request of you in that moment. So you got to know it's not really karma resurfacing. They're just really not devoted to you as much as you thought they were because of something that you didn't stand up on. I got the Hermit in reverse in this Virgo energy. I need you to kind of get out of some sort of loneliness that is going to be setting over dark, cold, resentful energy. The light is what you're seriously holding, but because you're not able to take some sort of steps to do what somebody else has asked you to, you feel as if they're trying to have some sort of control, and that's not it. They were trying to guide you or be some sort of leader, and you were not on board to stay in the water here. And there's that water. Let's keep going, please. Tell me more. You got to just not, you got to be prepared for the loneliness coming up, okay? I got the Three of Cups. Teamwork is not working right now at a location where you're fruitful. Could be a job, could be social media, a group. However this goes, they're not working with you right now, so you need to kind of let off. Because if everybody's not aligned, then you got to know there's something wrong. And what's showing is that ego is overly exerted here. And three female individuals. What's the solution here? They're no longer working with them. You got to, during this time, during this retrograde, there's that bubble. That's kind of how you got to circle yourself in, not only in finances, but thinking creativity wise. Okay. Because these people were committed once before, but the dedication is lost. So now during this retrograde time, they could have just hit some sort of epiphany or they just want to reset the energy. It doesn't matter. You're not involved. So now you have to take control of your own master thought. But most of all, you're going to have to get some skill that these three possess, and you're going to have to obtain it and keep it on your own. Tell me more, please. I got the Death card. In this Capricorn energy, there's someone here that has a change they're resisting, but the change is a transformation for an old thing to end for a new beginning. And if you're afraid of new beginnings, you'll never see the sun on the horizon. There's someone here that has begged you in faith to change your mind, your image of who you are, your status. They've guided to help you. You refuse to kind of transition. I feel like this change is a new beginning, but you will not listen in this Capricorn Earth energy. Solution here, please. The Six of Wands and that energy, you got to see the balance in self of you being like scared by momentum, being scared by being pushed here. If someone wants to have the better light come out of you, you shouldn't resist. If someone here doesn't think that you're a failure, but you constantly feel that as an existence, you're going to mess up a fall from grace because this person is giving you recognition, but you refuse to go over the sun and catch it here. Tell me more. All right, I have the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. There's a victory coming to someone who has control over two people. Um, they believe in everything that you say, and they believe in some sort of power that you possess that isn't a foreign language. I don't know if there's some sort of code or Morse code that's being distributed behind closed doors, but it's something here that two people are trying to push for it to be stronger. And this is going to be successful here because they are your focus. They are your focus, not you are theirs. I got the high priestess in reverse, more Cancer energy here with Taurus. So you got to know there's a new method that you're going to have to use as a solution because eventually um, this obstacle will only be victorious for you. And if other people don't see something as a resource, then they're going to kind of have a different motive that's hidden here you don't know, and that will cause ultimate confusion. Just be prepared for anything to come out of the woodwork here that is magical. And if you're prepared for something that's magical, you've got to know in all seriousness that you've got to be in complete thought, honesty, and control over it. Thank you. Can you tell me more, please? I got the Five of Pentacles. There's someone here in the earth energy that is going to lose their job. They are going to isolate you, make you feel like you do not belong. Once they come and get you cornered in this like disposition as to where you're weak or you just feel worthless, that's when they're going to attack. It will be the coldest day that we have once more before the spring breaks. This is also coming in as a hardship for you because um, something here is disabled. Something here is mentally not sane, mentally not safe. The solution here in this Five of Wands energy is for you not to have conflict, but kind of get in some sort of competition magic. Getting into your competition era will help you understand when you're being kind of argumentative, when you don't have to be, when you can understand tension is around and circling, but you can be in control of things. So that needs to be your main focus, is to not have any aggression, but to start moving in that 5-5 direction. This is the end of completion for you. There it is. At this job, at this location, with this profession, these people do not mean any good for you, and that is the ultimate ending. They're going to let you go here. Could be within 10 days. Tell me more. What's happening? We got the Page of Swords that popped out in the beginning, and I'm going to stop here. During this retrograde season, I need you to know the energy of people is unclear. And they're going to be rude about everything they do because in this retrograde, it's nothing but confusion, but it's a reset for you. See, people don't understand. They panic during this time instead of using it for emotional clarity. That is the only way you can keep fire. Fire in your life, fire in your work, fire in your love life, and fire on fucking purpose. But I need you to know you have to work with this energy, not be sarcastic. You can't be rude in things that you do because that is where you will continue to lack thereafter these days from the 26th to March 20th. Problem and solution. The solution here, I got the 8 and the 6. That is numbers that just hit. Mentally, physically, and figuratively speaking. Okay, I was going to say literally, but yeah. Excuse me. So in that 8 forever, I need you to know that energy lingers with you having change and momentum very all of a sudden. You've got to keep some sort of excitement here because the balance that wants to come is a fortune. It is generous. It's going to help you if you can maintain some rude energy that's going to come towards you, or it just might be you. But if you understand the value of patience, you'll understand the value of a dollar. And there's something here that's going to balance out in your favor if you can keep control during this Mercury retrograde season. Until next time, guys, I say, Ashe. I'm sure that I can please you, but first I gotta read you.